Hey, chat, 12 creepiest doorbell camera clips.
This video was captured by a Reddit user's doorbell camera. He claims to have woken up to his dog going crazy outside, followed by a notification from the app Ring, saying motion was detected at his door. Upon opening the app, he's greeted to nothing but an eyeball looking directly into his camera, and a man whispering and mumbling to himself.
No. Hey, listen, we need a petition for Ring doorbells to have pepper spray. Imagine you can just see this and then... right? We need to do that. We need to do that. We need to put that in Ring doorbells. Hey, it's good as this, boy.
He proceeds to knock and ring the doorbell. He then begins trying his luck at the doorknob and window, all the while still mumbling and whispering to himself.
Nah, this guy's possessed, mate.
After the homeowner threatens to call the police, the man gets defensive and claims he was just looking for his dog, conveniently named Fido.
Looking for your dog in someone else's house?
Okay, I was just looking for my dog, Fido. Whoa. Don't have to get all like that and stuff, honey. You know, we could be friends.
We could be friends. You don't have to get all like that, honey.
You see a man seemingly waiting to be led into a house. Whether it's his house or not is unknown. As he waits by the door, a strange animal-like transparent figure can be seen floating towards the door, and as it reaches and passes the man, he turns, possibly reacting to a sound he may have heard.
Weird.
These are two clips that were likely taken back during the entire clown epidemic of 2016. In this first clip, we see someone dressed as a clown wielding a small sword, lurking around by the front door for a bit and running off after ringing the doorbell.
Hey, yo, especially in America, this must have been the easiest way, like very quick route to die. Like fastest ways to die. Because I guarantee you some people in America must have shot these. Surely, right? In fact, they were, weren't they? Weren't like killer clowns actually getting killed? Like shot? I would shoot him. If he came up to my house like that, I'm shooting him.
Similarly, in this next clip, someone dressed as a clown can be seen standing in the distance, looking at the front door. After a while, he approaches the door, seems to stare into the doorbell camera for a few seconds, then walks away. Whether these were pranks meant to scare...
Listen, I don't even have... Like, to say I'm scared of a lot of things, chat, I actually don't have a fear of clowns, yeah? But imagine you do. Like, this is scary for me. Like, if you got a fear of clowns, this would be terrifying, man.
...scare the homeowners or not. Most people wouldn't want to open their doors to these two.
Terrifying. That's creepy ass shit. If that was your house and you had a fear of clowns, you'd probably have a heart attack.
In this video, around 2 p.m., the man in the dark hoodie seen here apparently rang the doorbell and no one answered. The man who lives in this house was wearing headphones, therefore couldn't hear the doorbell. So the man in the hoodie likely presumed no one was home, and soon returned with his friend in the white hoodie around 15 minutes later.
Oh shit.
The man in the dark hoodie attempts to kick in the door, while his friend in the white hoodie stands by. The man who owns the house is able to hear the loud bangs of the attempted burglar's foot hitting the door, and he yells out something unintelligible that scares the two men off.
What did he yell?
In this video, the camera catches a shirtless man approaching the door, but instead of actually ringing the bell or knocking on the door, he pretends to knock on the door. What you can't see on the screen is a car that's waiting for the man in front of the house.
Oh, we've seen this one.
According to the homeowner, he could be seen talking to someone waiting in the car off camera later on. It's likely that the shirtless man was forced to do something by the person in the car.
Yeah,
Clearly
that's
something
weird.
that he doesn't want to do, given that he fakes an entire conversation with the
Like, the thing is, chat, like, if they did open up the door to this guy, like, what would have happened? Like, this is weird.
homeowner, all the while checking to make sure the person in the car could see him talking.
Okay. Sorry about that. Sorry.
It was apparent
Weird.
he or the person in the car were looking for a person named Matt, who they thought lived in this house. One could only imagine what this man was put out to do to this mad person.
Weird.
In this video, the doorbell camera detects motion, but seemingly nothing appears in the frame except
Hey,
for a small
it's
white
Casper.
orb that floats across the screen. Some paranormal investigators have referred to orbs appearing in pictures and videos from allegedly paranormal sources. Apparently, the orb in this video is significant enough to trip the motion sensors of the camera system.
What are orbs? Are they supposed to be like souls?
This one isn't a video, but rather a pretty disturbing picture caught by a Redditor's doorbell camera. After being woken up by a
Spirits.
notification on their phone, they checked it to see a message saying your doorbell detected a visitor. After checking the app, they didn't see anything, and as anyone would, assumed it was maybe a bug or a small animal that tripped the motion sensor. However, the Redditor received more notifications, and after checking the app again, was faced with this disturbing image.
Oh my fucking god. Oh my god, bro. Yo, that would be terrifying, man. Like, yo, chat, if any person wants to actually do me harm, all you have to do is do this in my Ring camera. Like, that's all you gotta do. Like, if I open up my Ring camera one day, bro, and seen this, I actually would have a heart attack. I would have a heart attack, bro.
Whether it's even a male or female is almost impossible to tell. But perhaps the most disturbing part of the image is the shape and distance of the person's eyes. It's not something anyone would ever want to see at their front door.
That's James's mission.
In this video, we see someone wearing a mask approaching the door and covering the doorbell with a piece of tape. The homeowner got an alert that motion was detected on the porch, and upon checking the footage was ready to grab his gun. It's not known what was done while the tape was covering the camera,
Weird.
but eventually one side of the tape peeled off, revealing the person in the mask was gone. The homeowner doesn't know if it was simply kids playing a prank or someone who meant him and his family harm.
Bro, is that it? He just put tape on it and left?
This video shows exactly why you should always check who's outside your door before opening it.
On the doorbell.
This
What
doorbell
the
camera caught
fuck?
two men in front of the house. One of them approaching the front door and ringing the doorbell, armed with a gun. He attempts to hide his face as he approaches the door,
What the
then hides
fuck?
off to the side, waiting for someone to open up. The other man walks down the sidewalk, waiting for his friend to do whatever he was about to do. But luckily, nobody answered the door.
Well, no shit, no one
Friend to do
answers.
whatever he was about to do.
Mate, they're gonna load up their Ring camera and see the guy holding a goddamn gun. Of course no one's gonna answer. How you doing, mate? Is that pizza? No.
But luckily, nobody answered the door.
Jesus, man. Thank God for door cameras nowadays,
This homeowner's
chat.
camera captured two suspicious men pull up in their driveway and wait outside their front door.
Like, chat, I'm being serious. Like, how many of you guys don't have a doorbell camera? Do many of you... Does anyone don't have one in 25? You don't? You need to get one. They're not even that expensive. Like, why don't you have a door camera? They're so useful. Oh my God, so many people don't. Jesus. Like, door cameras are so useful because, like, even if it's not bad, like, it's just useful to know who it is or know someone's there. For everybody that don't have a door camera, you need to get a door camera. You need to get one. You need to get one. Oh, if you live in an apartment, then that's fine. Yeah, you don't need one in an apartment. Nobody's coming to my house, but I at least have fake security camera. I suppose like if you live in the middle of nowhere, then maybe not. We aren't used to CCTV on every street. True. They are good though. Like honestly, my life is so much better with a door camera, chat. Because like even just knowing when like family's there or whatnot, you know what I mean? Or knowing someone's there, you can see them. I can know if it's a scammer. I can know if it's my food. If there's a parcel there, I could talk to them and be like, oh, leave it by the door. Bro, best thing.
The one on the left quickly notices the camera and the two flee.
You guys should get one. They're not even that expensive no more. I swear they're like £60. Like $80 or something. They are good.
But not even 15 minutes later, the two pull up into the homeowner's driveway again, having apparently decided they'd go through with the break-in anyway.
So they leave it and come
one
back.
of them immediately attempts to kick the door down, but the homeowner is ready this time and speaks through the doorbell speaker, claiming the police are on their way, scaring the two off for good this time.
Jesus. You have 6 cameras outside covering every part of the house and a doorbell camera, $300. See, that's a good
On
price.
September 10th, 2018, a Florida man wearing a bulletproof vest and carrying an assault rifle rang his...
Hey, yo, bro, this isn't the fucking war zone. Why are you here like that? Bro, you got a bulletproof vest and a... Jesus
and
Christ.
carrying an assault rifle rang his neighbor's doorbell at 4 in the morning. The homeowner grabbed her 2 children and stayed put in the bathroom.
And no shoes?
After spotting the man on her security footage, she immediately called the police and her husband, who was out of town for work. Roughly 25 minutes later, the police arrived. The man faced aggravated assault charges.
He stayed there for 25 minutes? Jesus.
The homeowner said the daughter of the unnamed man had stayed at their home recently, claiming she was afraid of her own father.
Wait, the daughter of the unknown man stayed at her home. Wait, what? So they kind of knew him then?
At some off hour in the night, this man's doorbell camera captures a mysterious, transparent-looking, blurry figure slowly moving down the sidewalk across the street.
Well, that could just be a person.
It closely resembles a human, and that's what most may assume. But the weird part of this one is that after reviewing the footage, the homeowner asked a neighbor who also had a camera to check their footage at the same time, and their footage didn't reveal the figure walking down the sidewalk.
Okay, that's weird. Maybe you got a better camera? Maybe you couldn't grab it? I don't know, man. I don't know.